I'm Edward G. Roberts, Director of Fire Investigation Services with Haag Global. For those of you new to the world of fire and explosion investigations or just new to Haag Global, I'm going to start this series with an overview of what we do for the claims industry. You may have seen some of my videos in the past, but this time I'm going to number them so that they can be easily reviewed by you or someone you think may benefit from the content. After all, it can be difficult to pass these lessons on or answer questions in a timely manner with so many of us working remotely these days. Haag Global has been providing engineering consultation services for right at 100 years. Our centennial will be celebrated in 2024. You likely know of our broad array of forensic engineering and architectural work, construction consulting, educational offerings, including certifications for inspectors and certifications for reviewers and adjusters, 3D technologies, and our laboratory materials testing. In 2019, Haag Global purchased Forensics Inc. to bolster their fire and explosion investigation services. We are here and committed to determining the origin, cause, and classification of fires and explosions for the claims community and other interested parties, from the property and liability insurance industry to manufacturers of products and to individuals who have been injured or accused of wrongdoing in regard to a fire or explosion. Breaking that down, it means we go out to determine where a fire or explosion originated. This is the point where a fuel comes in contact with a source of ignition in the presence of sufficient oxygen to result in a self-sustaining flame. Obviously, that flame must then be able to spread to additional fuels to result in some elevated level of damage. After identifying the origin, we are then charged with finding the cause of the fire or explosion. The cause consists of the scenario and factors that brought those four elements, fuel, heat, oxygen, and a self-sustaining chemical chain reaction, together. After determining the origin and cause of the fire, we are usually able to determine the classification of the event, informing you whether it was an accidental or intentional in nature. Why is all of this important? So that you can process the claim properly. Armed with the information about the cause and the classification of the fire, you will be in a position to determine the responsible party. And determining the responsible party is at the heart of deciding whether the claim should be honored or denied, and whether there is a possible avenue for recovery. As we move forward through the video series, we will cover specifics in more detail, starting with when and when you should not hire a fire investigator for your file. Thank you for your time today, and look for our next video, Do I Need a Fire Investigator?